All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. My name is Cody and today we're going to be doing an interior walkthrough of my custom DIY camper build. This is a Beyond 4x4 camper. Absolutely loving it. I think the layout came out amazing. So I'm excited to show you guys. Let's get right into it. So guys, excuse the mess. We are at Fiesta Island here in San Diego, California. It's a beautiful day, but it is sandy, so there's going to be some sand tracked in here. This is a Toyota Tacoma off-road short bed. So this is a 5-foot bed. So I did insulate the bottom of this base plate here. This base plate is mounted to the bed, and then I came up with these little brackets off Amazon and mounted it to the bed rails. So that came out pretty good. So if you guys are looking to build something similar, do this custom, you have a full build tutorial 4-part series on my channel on how to build this guy. So I don't want to go too into depth on building and construction of it. So to start off guys, I'm going to start with the driver's side. So this is basically a full-length bench. It doesn't protrude out too far. I think it's about 14 inches total. Nice and flush with the canopy campers, and put phones there. I really like the way it came out. I did get this custom cut by a van builder. He had a CNC machine. So these doors came out amazing. I've got a couple step 22 bags I can pull out of here. I keep my jet boil in here. Lots of storage. These bamboo bench tops are on struts, and there is just a lot of storage in here guys. So I'm really liking the way this came out. Got my jet boil in there. This one pops up. I don't have all my gear in here just at the moment. At some point, if you guys are interested in seeing a full camping gear video where I put it, what I take, please leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll make a video about that. So I got miscellaneous items here. Over here we got the Charger 1. This is a DC Charger 1 Bluetti unit. This is charging the Bluetti battery that I'm using. I'm directly off the alternator, and all this wiring comes behind this bulkhead plate behind that Molle panel, and then runs over to this side, and this is where I'm storing the Bluetti Elite 200 V2 2100 watt hours. This thing does great. I mean, it'll get me like 3 days, 4 days, even using diesel heater, lights. I like the way that these doors came out. Got little finger holes in there. You can slide these open and shut them. Big bench on this side. So we've got plenty of space here. So if I stand up, so you can see we've got driver's side is a little bit more narrow, just because I want at least 2 feet in between here. So this bench is actually great. I was a little bit hesitant at first to make this wide. The reason why I made it this wide is because of this sink top here. So I wanted the width to be able to accommodate this sink, and I'm glad I did, because this is perfect for me. I'm a little bit bigger dude. I'm like 6'1". So usually my girlfriend Conoco, she'll sit on this side and I'll take this side here. It's a nice big old chair there, so very comfortable. And I thought I should mention this project did end up costing me about $2,800 to $3,000 with material, everything. Even the Dometic sink that I have here, this is probably the most expensive part. See, this is about $600. I paid $200 off Facebook Marketplace for it. Really digging this sink. This Dometic sink is absolutely beautiful. It's very flush, so you can use this to cook on if you need to. This is a glass top, pretty dang durable. Pop this up and you can use your sink here. So to be able to use the sink, you just come over here, pop on the water pump, flip it up, and you can use your sink. Now I do have this sink. I have a gray water tank below, and then I have it on a Y valve, so if I want to just put it outside the truck, I can, depending on the campground where you're located. I do have the gray water tank. So as we come around here, we've got a couple sliding doors again, and inside these compartments I've got tons of kitchenware. I've got a step 22 bag over here full of kitchenware. So this is nice. It's nice and accessible. I really like these sliding doors because they don't fold open. So as you know, we've got 2 feet here, and 2 people in here can get a little bit tight sometimes. So we definitely wanted to go with these sliding doors. They've been working out amazing. So underneath here in these sliding doors, I've got 2 5-gallon water tanks in here, and then you can see my water pump underneath there. Came out pretty clean. This is just storage. Sometimes I put my diesel fuel in here. I can mount it down to the base plate, and I got my diesel heater right in that corner. It's actually mounted in between the truck, so the body of the truck and the bed, so it's in between there. It fits real nice. There's a custom bracket you can buy online there to accommodate that diesel heater. And here's a viewpoint from the top. You can see there's tons of space in here. The battery's mounted real well. Got my water tank. Obviously it's not a good idea to have your water close to your battery. It hasn't been an issue, doesn't leak. It's mounted super strong, so probably in the future I'll find a better spot for that, but for now it is working just fine for me. And as far as the electrical, running from my DC outlet port from my Bluetti behind this bulkhead, and it's really hard to see, but down below here by the hammocks. So I've got all my electrical hooked up to this Blue Sea. I believe it's an 8-channel fuse box. So that's working out pretty good. That's how I run all of my lights in the camper. Got my diesel heater hooked up to that as well. So basically that wiring is coming to up here. So this is just a temporary solution here for all my switches. I definitely want to get maybe something like the aux beam switch panel in here, as long as it's dimmable, or the Switch Pros. This is the control for the diesel heater. We've got a couple light switches here. This one is for the tailgate. This one here is going to be for the 360 lights underneath the truck. So we've got those ran all around the truck underneath. 360 gives it nice lighting here when you're sitting, and then it lights up these bamboo tops nice at night. So these, they're fully dimmable. You can turn these backlights on. I just don't like the light shining in my eyes when I'm sleeping. We do have another set. This is the upstairs lights here. So if I go and turn these on, we've got these lights. I put the bed down. These ones are running all along the top there. They came out really nice, really digging them. Put the bed back up. I've got another light here. This one's hooked up. It's very easily accessible from the back of the tailgate. So if I want to turn that on and off, I can. This is a nice light just because it lights up here in the top while you're cooking or doing dishes. Otherwise, this bed kind of covers most of the light here. And I do have a couple different spectrums. So these are, I think, yeah, these are a 3000 spectrum, and those are a 2700. So those are going to be a little bit warmer white. These will be a little bit cooler white, and they'll be a little bit brighter. So I put the brighter lights underneath the bed, and then I have the 3000, which are the brighter cool white on the tailgate here. So I'm cooking back here on the mountain hatch, I've got some good light there, and then the rest of this is just kind of like a nice little touch when you're in here. It's a little bit warmer, and of course they're dimmable like I said. And what I did when mounting these lights, guys, I get a lot of questions on this. Basically, these are cob. So if I pull this diffuser off, these are cob LED strips that you can get off Amazon. They've got sticky tape on the backside. This is an aluminum custom cut diffuser. So you can get these on Amazon too as well. You just got to custom cut whatever length you want, and then you got to get the right cover for it. So these just kind of diffuse that light just a little bit more. You can run it without it if you want. And then the big key to mounting these diffusers, the aluminum portion, is RC car servo tape. This tape is absolutely the strongest double-sided tape I've ever used. We've been in heat over 100. We've been in negative, I don't know, 5-10 degrees. I mean, it's been complete. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get these things off. I mean, they're going to be very difficult. You probably need heat, but that's what I used. Double-sided tape on all those diffusers. In every section, it works on all different types of material. So very stoked on the way that came out. The other thing I really like about this build is you can actually take these doors off. Now, if I want to get in here real easily, I can. If I need to service my sink or something like that. It came out real clean. This is nice and slim. Basically, I used a Y to connect the hot and cold, just because I'm not using hot and cold. I'm just using cold. Just because the diesel heater, even when it's cold, will heat the water tanks down below. It's another reason I have my water tanks down below, because if you remember, I have my diesel heater in here. So these tanks, they stay pretty dang warm. And another thing that I like about this is in the winter months, if you get anything that's wet or snowy, you can throw your boots in there, shut this up, and then usually I just leave this open a little bit and the heat rises up into our bed. So this is actually a great option for keeping things dry, keeps your water warm, keeps the battery warm, because that's in the same compartment too as well. So they share that space. And a little bit of electrical ran up there. Not the prettiest, but it's working. Still got to do some touch-ups to it. And on that bulkhead, I do have a Built Right Industries Molle panel on the back, which is kind of nice. I keep all my electrical in there. Got a little life straw. And I've got more Built Right Industries Molle panel. Decided to put this one here. It's nice for like electrical cords. I've got an outlet here this is ran into my my Blue Eddy. Got a little port here for the diesel heater, which I have off right now just because I like to just keep this open for now. Might reinvent that wheel there later. So I've got another Built Right Industries Molle panel here, lighter. I've got my torch. I keep my vacuum. I'm actually really liking this vacuum, guys. So I'm actually going to be able to get a 20% discount for you guys. And if you guys use my affiliate link too as well, I'll get a little small commission off this. But I've been using this like crazy when I've been going out. I've used it quite a few times. I don't want to give you guys a link to something that I don't truly believe in. So this thing is awesome, guys. So yeah, when we're at camp and I need a little vacuum, this thing's perfect. I usually just use like a hand towel, which is okay, but this has been awesome because there's some spots that's hard to get to. With this vacuum, I can get everything in here, because no matter what, I'm tracking a bunch of dirt and sand, and this thing has been awesome for me. So I like to keep this vacuum in this little spot over here, so that all closes up nice when I shut this, so there's no interference there. Got a little flashlight, my little Leatherman. And then this is how you get to those bags from the kitchen, right? So I want to be able to access these bags from the outside when I'm cooking on my mountain hatch. This is usually where I do the majority of my cooking with the jet boil. So I can access all my kitchenware. If I want to get into this cubby, And this is where I keep my diesel tank typically. As we come around to the side here, I've got another Built Right Industries Molle panel that fits just perfect in this back of the sink section. I've got some Blue Ridge Overland bags that are working real nice in here. First aid kit, all sorts of supplies, pepper spray, bear spray, electrical cords, tons of storage here underneath these bags. Got some hand soap. I was thinking about taking the Dometic Hydro Go mount and maybe mounting something up here so that when I am opening, I'm on the outside of the camper and I'm opening this bat wink, I'll have access to some water out here, which would be super nice. So I might do that in the future. But yeah, it came out real nice and clean. Some other supplies up on this little Molle panel here. And then on the inside, I've got a little Molle bag. That's usually where I keep like my gloves. This is all usually my phone, keys for when I'm sleeping, just easy access, easy to grab. And then I'll usually charge when I'm sleeping my iPhone. I'll put my iPhone there and I'll put it on top of my sink there. In terms of the outside here, how I have my LED lights hooked up to the Beyond 4x4 awning. These are all hooked up to the Blue Eddy. They're running back behind here across that bulkhead, just like all my other wiring. So when I get to camp, I just take this out of this cubby, run it through, and you got light. It's got 3 different modes on here. I usually use the warmer white just because it matches the rest of the truck. And this is also super nice. When the bed platform is up, I'll usually stick all of our duffel bags, all of our clothes, our bedding, pillows. I'll kind of shove everything up here so it's out of the way when you're cooking and chilling. You can kind of utilize this whole space, and then that's kind of like your storage compartment. So when I'm ready to go to bed, I take all of our duffel bags, everything down, and everyone asks, how do you sleep? Where do you sleep? So guys, this is the bed platform. In this spot here, I like to have this little extra extension. So I built this little custom panel. It's got just like an aluminum track on it. It's got some wing nuts on the back side. So this supports my full weight. I can sit on here if I want. So then I've got this that goes on top of that. So I'm 6'1". This is about 8 feet total length on the bed for me. I am gonna be getting a custom pad made for this that fits real nice, you know, and you can put water bottles and everything else up there. But I've been sleeping really comfortable up here. And this spot in this corner here, Conoco sleeps on this side. Her head goes to here. I got a little bit of extra length on my side, and this is how we get in and out of our bed. I also have full access to controlling the diesel heater and the lights from bed, so I can reach that panel, which is super nice. I really didn't like the idea of using a ladder, so for me, I prefer this. I can just step down here, have a seat on my bench. Conoco can be in bed. If we got to use the restroom or something, sometimes we'll use the restroom in here. So then I stick all my phones underneath there. They're easily accessible from bed. So yeah, I've really been digging this panel. Super easy. Beyond 4x4 actually has an aluminum panel that takes up this whole length, and you got to use the ladder, and I just found it very frustrating just moving that panel around. This is just much easier when you don't want to use it. All you got to do, throw it underneath the mattress there, and now I can pull the bed up and get it out of the way, and now I can utilize all my space again. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're not already. Really helps out the channel. ask me any questions in the comment below and I will be sure to get back to them. Thank you guys so much.